Hello, hello, I hope you're well today. I've got my dumbbells and I'm going to, they're 3 kg, so I recommend 2 kg or 3 kg, I don't know. If you want to go with 4, then go for it, but that's not for me. Let's just start with a little warm up here. Right foot in front, left foot back. So you're in your runner's lunge. I've got both hands around my right feet and I'm just rocking forwards and backwards. Feeling that length in the front of that left thigh. Let's have a little twist and reach. So the left hand comes below the left shoulders and the right arm reaches up. Really reach out the hips. Seeing if you can open a little bit more. Both hands come down. Can you pull that left hip back for a hamstring stretch in the right leg? I've still got that right knee bent, so I'm not locking it out. And then I'm just going to come forwards and backwards. If it's too much, you can always drop that back knee if you like. That feels good. If not, you can keep that left knee up and you're just coming forwards and backwards, working into the hips and the hamstrings. Good. And then now I'm going to twist round here. So I'm just going to walk side to side here. So both my feet are parallel, nice wide stance. You can keep your hands down or you can take your hands to your hips. Good. And just rocking left to right, getting a nice little bit of hips, inner thighs, groin. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. And then now extend both legs. Remember, you can always have a soft knee and you can put your hands underneath and just put your hands on the floor or have your hands on your elbows. Just rocking left to right. Releasing those hamstrings. Maybe lift the kneecaps. Maybe try and keep the weight in the front of the feet as much as you can. Take a nice big breath into the back. Exhale, sighing out. Good, and then you're going to walk your hands over to the other side of your mat now. So your left foot's forward. A little bit of a runner's lunge, just extending out through this right heel. Keeping a nice straight spine if you can. Right hand comes below the right shoulder, left arm reaches up for a lovely twist. Good. And then both hands frame the left foot. Again, a little bit of hamstring. My left hamstring is super tight, so I'm going to keep my knee nice and bent so I'm not locking out into it. And then just go between the two, forwards and backwards. Good, and remember there's always the option of putting that right knee down and then lifting. That also feels good. Perfect. Nice. And then now we're going to come back, rotate again. This time both legs are straight and parallel. Left hand comes below the face. Right arm reaches up for a nice twist. Keep lifting those kneecaps. Good, and then switch. Right arm comes down, left arm to the sky. Really push, twist, rotate, lift the kneecaps. Good, again, hanging out here. Can you clasp your hands overhead? Feeling it in the shoulders. Maybe a little pulse up and down. Trying to release into the shoulders, the backs of the legs. Good. Taking a couple of breaths. And then hands come to the floor, bend your knees and roll up to stand. Good. And then now you're going to go into your squat like this and then like this. So I'm just rotating on my toes. Good. And then now hold it here in your plie. And really think about your knees moving back behind you as you lower. Good. We can take some nice little arm rotations here. So I'm trying to be nice and upright in my upper body. And I'm rotating all the way from my shoulders to my fingertips. Good. Keep pushing the floor away. So your feet are pushing away from each other as you lower. Good. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rolling up. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to do our little hamstring series here. So I'm going to come to the back of my mat, inhale, reach up, hook my thumbs like so, and just have a little side reach, so really lengthen out both sides of the waist. Inhale, come back, switch the clasp of your thumbs, exhale, reaching over to the other side. Let's do one more, so nice side, just a nice little side stretch, and then we'll go down to the mat. Good. Perfect, and then soft knees, arms and head heavy. Just roll down your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, really keeping your head and shoulders nice and relaxed. Walk forward for me into your first plank, and I really want you to have your hands underneath your shoulders. Scoop those abdominals up, so I mean the tailbone shooting down towards the heels, pushing into the hands, making as much space as I can between me and the mat. Breathing, trying to breathe into the back. Exhaling, push. Good, and again, breathing. Exhaling. And then push back, down dog. Pedal out your feet for me. So one heel lowers at a time, maybe a little shake of the head. Just working again into that back body. And then you'll lift both heels at the time and lower. So 5, good, and 4. Keep pushing equally into the hands. 3, and 2, and 1. Now keep your heels lifted. Take your elbows out to the side and give me a little push. So my elbows are coming out, and you don't have to lower all the way down. It can be a tiny little push. See how you go. Good, inhale, lower, exhale, push for 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1, pushed back, down dog. And then I want you just to lower your shins, so there. And I'm just going to walk my hands in. So I'm in a little box here, and I'm going to get my pelvis and I'm going to scoop it under. So again, my tailbone is pointing down, pushing into the hands, and my knees are just hovering. So I'm not like this, I'm not down here, I'm just hovering. I'm pushing into the hands. Inhale into the back, exhale. 2 more breaths. Last one. Push back, down dog. Pedal out the feet, good. Can we do that one more time? Because I know it's super hard, but it's good. Rolling through the feet, hovering those knees, scooping up those abdominals, holding it for 8, 7, keep scooping up those abdominals, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, push back, child's pose, good. I'm going to keep my forehead on the floor, but it might make my microphone go a bit funny. And really lengthen out the arms, taking the breath into the back. Exhaling. Good. Coming forward. Okay, now let's grab our weights. I'm just going to start with 1, okay? And I'm literally taking the weight across, okay? Bringing it across, like this. Okay. So 2 options, either in your, so I'm tucking my pelvis under, I'm pushing into my hands, keeping my gaze forward, keeping loads of core as I take my arm, and you really want to focus on hardly any hip shifting, good, and I'm just carrying my weight and lifting it over side to side. Good, let's do 2 more of these. Oh my goodness. Last one. Okay, so that is so full on. Just give me a little stretch back. So that's option 1, which is very hard. Or come into your plank. Good, and then you'll be doing the same. So taking your weight across the body without losing that core, without lifting the hips, without side shifting. So remember, there's always the option to have your knees down if that feels better for you. Good. Can we go 6, 5, whoop, 4, 3. I'm like panicking, trying to grab a weight. 2, And 1. Nice. Drop your knees and then have a puppy pose. Reach your arms forward, coming onto your chin, tenting your fingertips. Inhaling, feeling that stretch in the, underneath the armpits. And exhale, sighing out. And then scoop up for a big cat pose. So tucking that pelvis, making a capital C shape with the spine. Good. And then rolling those shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades back down the body as you bring that chest forward. Okay, so while we're here, let's have a little push now. So we're going to come back to our kneeling plank. Elbows come back, chest comes forward as we push down. So I'm taking my elbows directly up behind me. I'm inhaling as I lower, exhaling as I push. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then come back to your weights here. So I'll show you. I'm here. Exhale. I'm going to take my arm up to shoulder height, or maybe just below. I'm exhaling. I'm drawing my shoulders back. I'm not hunching my shoulders. Loads of core as I take that elbow out to, arm out to the side. Good. 3 more. 2. Keeping that gaze down. Last 1. Oh my goodness, that's so hard. And then out straight, out to the other side. Exhaling. Good. Perfect. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to put that weight now behind my left knee. I'm on my right forearm, my left hand's coming down. Keeping that foot flexed, I'm going to take that weight. Let me just move it a little bit out to the side, pushing onto my left hand. If the weight is falling out or you don't want to, just don't use the weight, that's fine. So I'm trying to stay even on my mat by pushing more into my left hand, okay? Whilst being really out of breath. Good. Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then taking it up to the sky on both hands. Good. Without flaring the ribs. So you're keeping this core connected, keeping the ribs close to the hips. So there's no flaring in that front body. Good. Exhaling as you lift. Give me 6, pushing that left foot to the sky. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Perfect. And then you're just going to bring that left foot through. Tuck your back toes. And then I want you to roll your shoulders down and just push up and lower. Pushing up and lower. So I'm dropping that back knee and I'm lowering. I'm keeping my upper body slightly forward. So I'm really loading into that left leg. Good. We'll go 5 and 4. How are we doing? Last 3. Good. And 2 and 1. Woo! Perfect. Okay, that just came from nowhere, didn't it? So let's go to the other side. I'm going to spin round. It's underneath my right knee now. I'm on my left forearm and my right hand. And I'm just pushing into my right hand as I take this right leg up and out. Exhaling as I go. Really working on pushing into my right hand to keep me centered on my mat. And it burns even more on this side, but that's fine. Give me 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Onto your hands. Push that right leg into the ceiling without flaring the ribs, without shifting your pelvis. Good. So the front body is on fire, keeping it stable, keeping too much movement happening in the ribs and the pelvis. Give me 5. And then we're going to step that front foot through, that right foot through in 3, 2, 1. Take that weight away. Oh my goodness. Bring that right foot forward, tuck the back toes, roll the shoulders down, and stand to lift. And again, you don't have to drop this back knee all the way down if you don't want to, but I'm really loading this right leg up by leaning my upper body forward. Good. We'll go 5 and 4. Last 3. Good. And 2. Woo. 1. Wow. Coming back down. Oh my goodness. Let's just have a little glute stretch in between. So fingertips move away. I've got my right foot on my left knee, flexing my foot, walking my hands in to increase the stretch, trying to sit nice and tall. Breathing. Good. 2 more breaths. Nice. And then switching. Woo. Left foot on the right knee. Oh my goodness, it feels so much tighter here, and you can always walk your hands back, or equally just do this lying if that feels better. Breathing, exhaling. 2 more breaths. Last one. Good. Nice. Okay, so coming onto your back. Having your hands to the sky. I'm just going to take my hair out because it's annoying when I'm lying on my back. So I'm going to keep my arms overhead like this, okay? And then I'm going to bring my legs into tabletop, and I want my lower back to be connecting. And I'm just going to start by keeping my arms where they are and toe tapping down. So as I toe tap, my lower back is staying connected. I'm exhaling. Good. Keeping those ribs drawing down. Nice. Let's go 6 more. And 5. Last 4. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Nice. And then keep those legs to tabletop. Squeeze those knees together. And then can you just bend at your elbows so my biceps aren't moving? I'm keeping my lower back really connecting into the mat. If you want more from the core, just take your legs a tiny bit further away, but don't lose that lower back connection. So you're bending at the elbow. Good. Give me 6 and 5. Last 4. 3 more. Last 2. Woo! Last 1. Good. Then again, keep the hands there. Let's go back to where we were, keeping that lower back connection for 10, for 9, 8. Keep drawing the ribs down. Keep lower back connection. Good. 6, 5, 4. And then we'll go back to triceps, and then we'll move. 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Keep those legs where they are, squeezing together. Give me your little tricep. Good. Keep that lower back connection. For 8. For 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Just get rid of your weights for a second. Drawing the knees in. Giving yourself a little cuddle. That lower back on the mat. Little rock left to right. Let's do a twist. Keep a hold of that right knee. Extend that left leg. Inhale, pull that right knee in. Exhale, take it across to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Keeping that right shoulder blade on the mat. Breathing in. Exhale, really push that pull, or even keep that right shoulder blade on the mat is what I'm trying to say. Good, 2 more breaths. Last time. Good. Come back, draw both knees in. Enjoy this lovely little respite from the strength So my left knee is drawing in, I'm inhaling, squeezing it up to my left shoulder. Oh, I'm moving my weight out the way as I take that leg over to the right. Keep that left shoulder blade glued to the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more breaths. Last one. Wow, that feels good, nice. I'm delaying the next move, which is hands on your little hips. So this can be done with or without weights. I want you to start by pushing your lower back into the mat, which is just going to lift your pubic bone up a little bit, okay? So my lower back is connected, and I'm going to keep it there as I exhale, push through my feet, and just keeping that lower back connected as you lower means it's not going to crunch into your lower back. Good. So remember, you can do this with or without weights, trying to get that lower back to land first. Exhale, push. And if you want more, then don't lower your hips all the way down. Good. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, last 6, 5, 4, 3, nice, last 2, and 1, and hold it up for me. Keep those hips lifted, keep that tummy drawn in, and they're going to give you some flies out to the side for 10, 9, keep those ribs down, so you want your hips higher than your ribs. Good. Give me 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep your hands where they are. No, we're not. We're taking them to the hips. That's what we're doing. And we're going back here for 10, 9, 8, almost finished here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those hips lifted. This time you're going to take your arms overhead, nice and straight, without your ribs flaring, without any shifting in your lower body. Good, how are we doing? Let's go 5, and then we get to stand for the final bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final time, hands on the hips. Give me pulses right at the top for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do a happy baby if you can. So holding onto your shins, pull your lower back into the mat and your shoulders down, or holding the outside edges of your feet if you can. Breathing into the ribs and the tummy. Exhaling. And again, inhale. Exhale. Last 2, inhale. Exhale. And again, go for me. Nice. Okay, so we get to finish by putting my hair back, standing up, finishing on a high. Okay, I'm very hot all of a sudden. I was freezing when we started. Okay, right, so we are going to hoist my leggings up, and then we're going to start. So we started in the plie. Roll your shoulders down, have them stacked, your weights stacked on your shoulders, pushing your feet away. Good. Nice. So let's go 5 and 4. Good. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Then keep it lower, and then give me little punches for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Can you sink low in your hips? 3, 2, 1. Come up again. Then can we push for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, hold it low for me, punch for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, oh my goodness, last time, 10, 8, good, 6, 4, good, last 2, oh my goodness, last 1, roll those shoulders. Final move, guys, right foot forward, left foot back. So legs on 2 separate train tracks, shoulders down the back. I want you just to start by, let's just start by getting this move. So I'm pretty much just, I'm hinging at the hips. So I'm shoving my bum out, my chest is forward, and then I'm pushing on that right forward, right foot to bring me upright. So it's not a squat like this, it's a hip hinge, okay? And then I come back, I'm pushing my bum out like I'm sitting on a chair, and then come back. So as I come up to stand, I'm pushing into my right foot. Push, good, and then now, holding your weights, I'm gonna hold them like this. So again, your bum comes back, and I really don't want you to let go of your weights as you do this. So most of my weight here is in my front right leg. I'm keeping my chest forward. I'm doing a big exhale as I push up to the sky. Good. Give me 12, 11, 10. Really loading this front leg. Whoa. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Let's go the other side. So left leg forward, shoulders come back. Start by getting that movement. So it's the hips coming back. Most of the weight's in my left front foot. Just shoving my hips back. And then you can add on. Good. So again, chest stays nice and open. Most of the weight is in this front left leg. Good. Keep going for me. We've got 10. 9. This is so hard. Good. Last 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice, guys. Final little challenge. Come back to your squat. Give me 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.